are live. What's good, y'all? I know it's late. Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling? I'm DL Saint, man. It's late. It's late on a late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. All right. No, it's a late Tuesday night, early Monday morning, Wednesday morning. My bad. See, I'm out of it. I should be sleeping right now. A long day. It is a late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. I have a hard time keeping up with my schedule these days, guys. I just do. We got we got brother Michael in the building, bro. Appreciate you, fam. How you feeling, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, Wednesday morning, man. I'm all out of it, man. Like being an old guy and getting back into the workforce, and then I'm not doing like a regular 9 to 5, bro. My schedule's all over the place. School's about to start. Band camp's about to begin. I'm really not gonna know what day it is in a few weeks, bro. I don't know what's going on. Thank goodness for technology. I'm gonna have to tell the phone to remind me. But yeah, I had Monday off, and then I worked today, which is not yesterday. I worked Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Man, oh man, got a lot to talk about. We're not gonna be up too late, but I definitely wanted to cover this. The whole Sean Combs thing is crazy, man. And just what we're dealing with, what we're seeing in today's world. It's got to give you pause if you're a guy out there, especially if you're any kind of guy, really. Look at what's going on. So we're gonna talk real quick about Cassie Ventura and her role in the trial and all that good stuff, man. And so let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed, man. For all you people, our friends, families, and all those others who are in Texas dealing with the flooding, man, you know what I'm saying? Just Godspeed with that, bro. I mean, prayers out for those people, thoughts and prayers and all that good stuff. And hey, if you got a couple extra dollars and you can give a little bit, please give. Make sure who you're giving to a legit organization. There's so many people online scamming, trying to get money. They'll say that all this money is for the rescue efforts, and then really it isn't. It's just going into somebody's pocket. So I would say definitely just use Red Cross or go with an organization that you know and you trust. If you got a couple of dollars, please send what you can to help our brothers and sisters out there in Texas dealing with what they're dealing with. And we're coming up on hurricane season down here in Florida. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're definitely next time we talk, we're going to be talking about FEMA. We're going to be talking about DOGE. We're going to be talking about government cuts to, organizations like the National Weather Service and, like the government scientists, meteorologists and stuff like that. And, the Hurricane Hunter, C-130s, like those guys, like the cuts that are going on, really could affect all Americans, especially Americans in places where you have severe weather, like Florida, like Texas, like California, and then there's also the Midwest. Tornadoes are getting more and more powerful, man. So we're going to talk about that later. Yeah, bro, we all hate those scammers, man. You got to look out for those scammers. We're definitely going to touch on that later on this month. But, man, I wanted to talk about the Sean Combs case. When this all first started, it was like, bro, when they came after him, they announced the RICO charges. Like, bro, that was extraordinary. And I'm thinking, like most people in the streets think, the feds come for you, bro, they got you. They come for you. The feds, they cross every T, they dot every I. They don't move on stuff unless they know they got it. Looks like Sean Combs beat this case. because the RICO and the human trafficking didn't stick. It was 5 charges. It was really looking at, but those were the 2 that had the most time. So it was like 3 charges. The verdict was not guilty from the jury, and then it was 2 that was guilty, which could land him. He could wind up in jail for a little bit longer. I mean, he could be looking at a little bit on the sentencing side. He could be looking at a little bit, but he's not going to be gone for the rest of his life. He might be gone, another 36 months or something like that. Even if they hit him with the max, which would be extraordinary. I mean, he's only going to be looking at a few months before he's in like a halfway house, or they'll let him get like house arrest or something like that, like some time served or whatever. So for Sean Combs, man, he beat the feds. That's really hard to do. He beat the feds. But we want to talk about the people who came forward, in particular when we talk about this Cassie Ventura thing. And I came across a video. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Dose of Game. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out the brother's podcast, or he has a new podcast. He has a YouTube channel. He does recorded videos he put together, edited videos. I don't know if you guys have ever checked him out, but check Dose out. Check him out. This right here. A Dose of Game for you guys out there who are trying to figure out, like, how do I approach women? What's it like out here? Dose really breaks it down for you. Now, what he's talking about is pure game. Like, the average dude, you're not ready for what he's doing. Like, if you want to rock with, a Dose of Game, if you're trying to be a player, you want to have that type of, game about you, then, you got to read Dose's books. Like, he's got a couple ebooks. He's got another book he just released. He has a community, I think it's called Players University. Like, if you're really trying to learn that side of it, you're going to have to do all that. You got to know what you can't just jump in there green as I don't know what and think you're going to really be able to understand the game that he's, putting out there, bro. Because he's on some real player stuff. Every guy don't have that, right? So, but if you pay attention to what he's saying, and his videos are short, very digestible, bro. Like, if you pay attention to what he's saying, you can learn some tricks here and there. You can get some insight so you know what's going on and how to play it. So I highly recommend you check out the YouTube channel, A Dose of Game. Check out what that brother's putting down. He's keeping it 100. And I've been following A Dose of Game almost as long as I've been watching Fresh and Fit. Like back in the day, when Fresh and Fit first started, I was watching Fresh and Fit, and I kind of stumbled on Dose of Game, and I just, really been interacting with the brother and just keeping up with what he's doing. So when he dropped this video, The Real Villain of the Diddy Trial, I was intrigued. I wanted to see what he had to say, and I liked it so much that I was like, you know what? I'm definitely gonna cover it on this platform, so y'all can check it out. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, take from this what you will, but Dose is just giving it to you from a player perspective. You gotta understand, man, one thing about dudes who are out there, like a true player, is always gonna appreciate the game, no matter where the game is coming from. There are females out there who run vicious game. There are female players out there, right? So, you're going to recognize that. As a matter of fact, whenever Dose finishes his video, the last thing he says is play on player, which is gangster. Gangster, but that's how a real G look at it. Shit, play on player, I see you. That's how we used to get down. We be in the club, we used to always say that. You see somebody, like, okay, I see you, player. That's how we get down. I see you. He might be getting up on the chick that you couldn't get up on. He's like, shit, I ain't mad, do you? I see you, player. And I already know, like, okay, now I know what she's looking at. I can make a couple adjustments. I can get her to look this way. Because a player ain't going to fall in love. You see a girl messing around with a player, in her mind, she's thinking like, oh, I'm going to get him to fall in love with me and this and that. I'm going to change him. Like, you ain't going to change nothing. He going to run his game. He's going to put that player hand down, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And then when you bounce off of that, I'll be sitting here like I'm a shortstop ready to go ahead, short hop that one. You know what I mean? To throw you out at first. Because players truly appreciate the game. Now, Cassie may have run the play of the year. Maybe. Or was she really a victim? Was she a predator or was she the prey in this one? So let's check out this video and let's see how Dose breaks it down. Appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You know, I'm trying to get back into it, guys. If you've been watching, I've been putting up some shorts. I've been putting up shorter videos, like chopping these videos down to like 10-minute joints, 6-minute joints, and putting up YouTube shorts. So I appreciate all of the comments and the likes and all that kind of stuff, man. I appreciate that. And share it too. And keep the comments coming. So let's get into this, man. Let's check out what Dose has to say. And here we go.
Is Cassie the real villain in the Diddy trial? Let's talk about it. Let's chop up some real game right now. Because everyone's talking about Diddy like he's the ultimate boogeyman. But nobody want to answer the real question. What if Cassie was down with the whole thing? What if Cassie is the real villain in all this? Now, before you get all emotional, sit down, light some sage, and let's deal with the facts, not the feelings. First off, let's stop pretending Cassie was some innocent, naive little R&B chick that got swept up into the dark side. That's the narrative the media loves to push, that pretty victim trope. But we're not doing that here. Over here, we break things down from a position of logic, game, and player insight. And the reality is, Cassie was deep in the mix. She wasn't just a passive bystander. She was organizing these so-called freak-offs. That's not speculating. That's what was admitted in court documents. She was the one making the calls, setting up things, bringing in the men. So hold up. How are you the victim and the event planner? That's like...
Yo, just right off rip, man. He got right into it. I didn't watch the trial like a lot of folks were just watching every day, keeping up on it. I wasn't. I was paying attention to what was going on in the world. I ain't gonna lie to you. This really didn't mean too much to me. Like, you know, you look at someone like Sean Combs, bro. I didn't met some people like him before. It is what it is. They do what they do. You know what I mean? If this was Rome, that guy would be Caligula or Nero. More like Caligula. The guy was just, he out there. He out there. He made it. He made it extremely big. He become a billionaire. You start to believe that you live by a different set of rules, which is true. Billionaires do not live by the same rules that you and I live by. They don't. Billionaires don't live by the same rules that millionaires live by. Billionaires are doing their own thing. So you got a guy who just fully embraced it. And what he's saying about Cassie is, before the end of the trial even came out, people were talking about, like, yeah, Cassie would, when people were talking about it, like the insiders, the so-called insiders for Sean Combs, like, yeah, Cassie was the one on the phone setting everything up, getting everybody to come through and this, that, and the third, and what, you know, all that. So if you setting it up and you participating in it, I mean, bro, you in it. You feel me? You in it. You part of it. You know, it's like, I'm being forced to do it and you're going to do it anyway. Like, I don't understand that. Right. And maybe that's why the verdict came back the way it came back. People are just looking at it like, yo, she's part of this. She's part of it. Just like Dose was saying, man. So let's back it up a little bit so we don't miss nothing.
The victim and the event planner. That's like the getaway driver crying about bank robbery later. Make it make sense. See, this wasn't some one-night incident. This was a lifestyle. This was a whole culture Cassie was knee-deep in for over a decade, 13 years. You don't stay in that kind of situation unless you're benefiting from it. She was flying private, living in mansions, rocking couture fashion, walking red carpets. She had access, power, and fame. That's a far cry from someone trapped in the basement chained to a radiator.
And bro, she's a very attractive, very cute young lady. She had that girl next door kind of innocent vibe going. Like, how many times we done told you, bro, the innocent ones sometimes be the freakiest ones of all. And it'll just, you know, dudes who are new to this, y'all new to this. If y'all out here talking to women, which is a crazy proposition these days, but if you are out here talking to women, you will understand. One day it will happen. You'll approach a woman that you think is the Virgin Mary herself and reincarnate. You would think that this woman's the perfect woman. She's a good girl. you know what I mean? Daddy's a preacher. She's at church, all this other kind of stuff. And then, bro, you'll find out one night, like, oh, she about it like that? Oh, like when, you know what I'm saying? Like once she get real comfortable and just let loose, oh. And then it'll hit you because you're thinking like, oh, my game is so tight. I'm the only one. But it's like, man, she's way too knowledgeable what's going on, man. She's way too cool with whatever. You want to do this? You want to do that? Can I put it here? You want to put it there? Can we get other people involved? It's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. Let's go. And you thinking she's just doing that for you and you only? Nah, bruh. And then one day you'll find out, like, nah, you weren't the only one. She over here messing with Chad. She's over here messing with Seth. She over here messing with Dante, right? And then all of them are players. Like, yeah, bro, we thought you knew, bro. And you can't be heartbroken about it. If you want to live that player life, man, you got to live that player life. If you get heartbroken about it, then you're in the wrong game. But Cassie, beautiful looking young woman. She got with Sean Combs, got the record deal. I mean, she had a great record deal. I forget how many years, man. I want to say 5 or 10-year deal or something like that. But I mean, records that she dropped, like maybe one. But like you said, she's walking the red carpet. She's flying private. She's eating, she's living a life of the rich and famous. And, she's loving it. 13 years. I mean, come on, bro. 13 years like that, you got to leave. You got to leave. You can break away. You can break away. If that's what you want to do, you can break away. But, I guess that was the catch. She was saying she couldn't break away because she tried. And when she tried, she got hurt. And there's that video. And what Sean Combs did, man, putting his hands on that girl, he was wrong. And that's just like, okay, where was her family? You put your hands on my daughter like that, bro, you're going to turn up missing. Don't let me see a video like that. I don't care when you did it. You're going to turn up missing. It's going to be over for you. You ain't got to worry about you worried about the prosecutor? Nah. So where was her family? Where was her people? Right? Was she keeping her people from doing something to Sean Combs? Probably so. Like, don't hurt him. Don't do nothing. That makes me think that she really was in on this. Like, I'm really down. Like, Mandrell's in the building. What's good, fam? Mandrell's like, she is not innocent in this, bro. Right? And that's what Dose is saying. Let's continue.
Let me be very clear. I'm not saying Diddy didn't do some wild, possible criminal stuff. He's got to deal with that on his own. What I'm saying is, let's stop pretending like Cassie was blind to what was going on. She wasn't a victim in the shadows. She was a participant in the spotlight. Now, here's where the game gets deep. After leaving Diddy, she marries her personal trainer. Now, no disrespect, but come on, let's keep it real. That ain't an upgrade financially. That's a step down in power, access, everything. The lifestyle changed. Money slowed up. The show bookings dried up. That Hollywood energy wasn't hitting the same way. So what's the move? Boom. Here comes the lawsuits.
Bro, he has a good point there, man. Like my buddy Ty Barnett, we've interviewed Ty multiple times. He's come on the podcast. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Me and Ty like this. And Ty's in the business. Right? He's a top tier stand-up comedian. He's an actor, he's a writer, producer, he does it all. He's very, I consider to be very successful. Now, by Hollywood standards, he hasn't made the A-list yet. But boy, he's chipping away at it. He's getting real, real close. And Ty's had some moments when, that spotlight hit you, bro, and you hot in Hollywood. And I was lucky enough to be there, walking the red carpets, man, going to all the events, going, up in the hills with the cool kids, going to all the stuff, right? Man, it was cool because I'm with him. Like, we going in there, we doing our thing. Everybody want to come holler at you. And we do the Hollywood stuff, man. In these type parties, everything is comp. You go in there. I mean, some of these events, man, they give you, gift bags and everything. It's crazy. But then all of a sudden, your shine might fall off because you got to stay hot. You got to hit the next thing, whatever the next thing may be. And I remember when the next thing didn't hit fast enough, and, me and Ty were talking about it. He was like, bro, man, when they stop calling you, when you don't get as many auditions, when not as many people are like inviting you to stuff. And he was like, bro, it's like the money is one thing, but it was like, it's just the access and just being out of the spotlight. He was like, bro, that's hard to deal with. And he learned how to deal with it over time. But he was like, bro, that was the toughest part. You know, going from being in the spotlight, being one of the cool kids, to being outside. Like once they let you in the warmth and everything, it's all gravy. Then they kick you back outside and it's cold. And he said, that's the hardest thing, bro. He's like, man, that is the hardest thing to deal with. But he, you know, he's dealt with it. He knows how to handle it now. But that never left me. So what Dose just said about Cassie, like she went from the highest of the highs, bro. She's in the 1% of the A-listers. Like, think about that. She is this young girl. She's beautiful, and she is all over the world doing the coolest stuff, bro. She's in Milan. She's in Monaco, man. She's in Beverly Hills, man. She's in Tokyo, bro. She's in the Maldives, bro. Like she's in Bora Bora, all private jets, man. Getting on G550s, G6s, getting in Global Express 737s. You know what I mean? Like Boeing business jets. You know, getting on, you know, going to Dubai, going to wherever, going to London. You know what I'm saying? Like she's living that lifestyle, and then it's over. It's over. You ain't there no more. It's over. Like you might get the occasional call, like, hey, we about to put together a little something. Come on over here, let me blow your back out. But it's local, right? And it ain't like get on the plane and we going over here to the south of France. You know what I'm saying? Get on the plane and we going to Venice and do this. Like, nah, we going right over here. So the access is gone. People ain't calling you back. People only talk to you when you were with the guy. You was with the diddler, so they gonna talk to you. But now you got no access. All that. Now you just a mere mortal. They done took your superpower. So yeah, and then you marry your personal trainer because he was there to help you pick up the pieces, right? Because you're sitting there thinking like, man, what have I done? What have I done to myself? I thought I was on. I thought this was gonna be everything, and now I'm back to square zero. So he's there. He picks you up. And he's there for you, and now y'all just living a normal life. But in the back of your mind, you still thinking like, man, I'm trying to get some of that bread. I don't want to live like this forever. I ain't trying to get 250 million, but you know, 10 million might be cool right now. We could live on 10 million. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. Coming out of the spotlight hurts way more than losing the money. Way more. That's why you got so many people out here who are broke but famous. They rather be broke and famous than have money and nobody know who they are. They get that lifestyle, man. You know, that stardom is addictive. And if someone takes it away from you, bro, and then there's a person over there who can get it back to you, there's so many. That's why the casting couch is so huge in LA. That's why you got all these weirdos getting these women and these dudes to do all kind of crazy stuff so they can get back into the spotlight, bro. It's a drug. It's a drug.
She files this explosive civil suit, and within 24 hours, it's settled. Diddy drops 20 million on the table like it's hush money in a poker game. Just like that, no deposition, no court dates. Why? Because he's not trying to fight a PR war when his brand is already bleeding over the Ciroc and the whole Diageo thing. But guess who wins big in that moment? Cassie. And it didn't stop there. She also got a $10 million bag from the hotel where the beatdown happened. So now she's sitting pretty on $30 million just for not going public. And the
$30 million, just like that. $30 million. Sean Combs people tried to play hardball. She's like, well, I'm going to go public with this. And they're like, nah, here's 20 million. Shh. Go 20 million. Just go ahead and be quiet. Right? And then the hotel video and all that, hit the hotel up like, yo, here's 10 million. Sorry about that. Here's 10 million. Like, she know what she doing. Right? Somebody done put the game in there for her. And you know what I mean? Someone put the play together. I don't know if she put it together, but somebody put that play together. You feel me? I mean, and man, Drill, you right, bro. He was an absolute monster. Is, not was, is. Y'all think it's gonna change? You think he's gonna get you think he saw the light? Right? You think he saw the light? You think Sean Combs, after this, after beating the feds, you think he gonna just sit down and calm down? Bro, people like that tend to get worse coming off a big win, coming off a major win. Like, what's dude gonna do? We just gonna have to wait and see. But $30 million. Cassie goes from being a mere mortal with her husband, who used to be her personal trainer, and whatever family they trying to build, to now we got $30 million in the bank. This is settlement money, so no taxes came out. Anybody know about that? I think you don't have to pay taxes on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys are watching this on Team Replay, let me know. If you get a settlement, do you get to keep all that, or do you got to pay taxes on that? But $30 million, right? And even if you do got to pay taxes, right? And after you pay your lawyers and all that, you're still going to be sitting on 12 to 15 million. When it's all said and done, you can live on that. You might not be able to live in New York good on that, but you got $15 million in the bank, bro. You can live on that money, right? You can get 10% return on that 15 million easy. Easy. Let's say you got 15, so you keep 5, you just gonna mess with that. Y'all gonna play with that 5, but you got 10, you can invest. That's $10 million. $10 million. So come on, man. At 10% interest, what you get, that's $1 million a year, right? That's if just at 10%, modest, little 10% interest on your investments. You looking at that little breakdown, bro. $1 million a year. Come on now. Couple that with your fund money you got over there. Come on now. $1 million every 12 months. You got another million coming. And you got the money in the bank. You got the trust set up and all that kind of stuff. So she doing all right. We got Brother Glenn in the building. What's up, fam? Glenn said she was both. Hey, Glenn, you talking about this on your platform, man? If you are, I'm definitely gonna come over there and check you out, man. When you do it, if you talk about this, say she was both victim. Well, she was both predator and prey, victim and predator and prey at the same time. I can see that. Let's continue.
Promise of not testifying, which she eventually did. Let me ask you something. Does that sound like justice, or does that sound like a high stakes shakedown? Look, I've been in this game long enough to see patterns, and what I see here is someone who was down with the program while the money was flowing. But the moment the cash stopped, the narrative switched. It became, I was manipulated. I'm a victim. I was traumatized. That's convenient, real convenient, you know what I mean? I know some of y'all females are going to say, well, she was young, she was groomed, she was scared. Listen, that argument falls flat when you consider that she was recruiting the freak off men. That's not fair. That's not being brainwashed. That's being an executive assistant to madness. See, this new era got everybody thinking accountability is optional. We celebrate exposure more than truth. Whoever cries first gets believed. Whoever gets the bag gets labeled brave. But this situation with Cassie, this ain't bravery. This was strategy.
Definitely was strategy. Glenn, no, I did not hear that, bro. Thor passed away, man. I did not hear that, man. Oh my God. That's terrible news, brother. That's terrible news, man. Man, you hate to hear that, man. Man, you hate to hear that. Thanks for telling me, man, but damn. That's bad news, man. It's bad news, bro. That hits hard, man. It's just like when Red Pill Mike passed, bro. That hits hard, bro. Damn. Oh, we ain't getting no younger. We are not getting no younger. Oh, you was his caretaker for the last segment? Well, God bless you, bro, for that, man. That had to be hard, man. You doing all right? You doing okay, bro? That's hard, man. That's hard to deal with, man. I definitely wanna do an episode about that, man. Like with caretakers, bro. Like, how do you feel me? Glenn, I'm gonna have to reach out to you, man. I'll probably give you a call tomorrow, bro. Man. You hanging in there, bro. Like, keep your head right, man. Keep your loved ones around you, bro. Do what you got to do to handle that, man. Because even though we're used to dealing with this sort of thing, back in our military days, man, it doesn't get easier dealing with this. At least it's been my experience, man. Losing people now seems to be harder today than it was, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Maybe when we were younger, we just didn't understand, but now that we're older, it's tough, man. So I'm here for you too, bro. If you want to holler at somebody, need somebody to talk to, man, all you got to do is reach out, bro. You know what I mean? Text me, call me, whatever. Um, Definitely, man. Like, do what you got to do to maintain your mental health, bro. And don't bury yourself in work. Don't run from it. Face it, brother. Face it, deal with it. And wow. Wow. Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. I'm definitely gonna get through this, but boy, that's a body blow right there, man. You know what I mean? So, well, we know, brother Thor's in Valhalla, man. So, hold on, let me pause for the calls real quick. Hold on 1 second, man. Man, that's tough, bro. That's tough. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna get back on track here in a second, but something I want to do. I want to do for brother Glenn and for Thor. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop this share, and I'm gonna pull up something else. All right, and this is for our fallen brother, gone but never forgotten. This is for you, Thor. They coming!
Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of my
people back to the beginning.
No. They do call to me. They bid me take my place among them.
In the halls of Valhalla,
Where the brave
They live.
forever.
All right, that was for our brother Thor. So we're gonna get back to what we're doing. Man, I tell you what, bro, I'm telling you, dealing with loss is never an easy thing. Never. I don't care how tough you are, man. I don't care how long you've been in these trenches, bro. I don't care how many battles you've seen. Losing someone that's close to you, bro, is never easy. Never easy. And Glenn, I will definitely hit you up as soon as we're done here, bro. 100. As soon as I'm done here, man, we're gonna finish this up, and I'm definitely gonna hit you up, man. So with Cassie, man, and what Game was saying, let's back this up a little bit, and we're gonna get back to the video, man. Again, we're talking about Cassie. Is Cassie, is she a victim in this, man? Is she prey, or is she a predator, man? Is she the wolf or the sheep, or is she the wolf in sheep's clothing, man? Let's continue.
Gets labeled brave, but this situation with Cassie, this ain't bravery. This was strategy. And don't think her husband wasn't part of that strategy either. You don't go from doing squats in the background to advising lawsuits unless you've been coached up. Think about it. He had a front row seat to everything. You think he didn't encourage this? You think they didn't game plan the whole rollout? Drop the lawsuit, let the media run wild, secure the bag, and try to fade into the shadows? And that's exactly what happened. They didn't want justice. They wanted a payout. Look, in the world of Hollywood, everything's transactional. Love, loyalty, even trauma. If you can flip your past into a brand, then you can flip it into a lawsuit, then into a docuseries. You can live forever without ever hitting the stage again. And that's what we're seeing here. Cassie turned her story into a settlement, not a movement, not a fight for others, not even a court battle, just a private wire transfer and a gag order. She ain't trying to empower women. She's trying to restore her lifestyle. And you know what? That's her right, but let's call it what it is. This whole Diddy situation is bigger than just him. It's about a culture of convenience, a culture where you can be part of the chaos, benefit from it, and then play victim when the checks stop coming.
I mean, Dose is keeping it 100 right there, bro. Dose ain't playing. And that's exactly what he's talking. Bro, that's exactly what's going on. 30 million already. You don't think she's already sold the rights to her story? You don't think that there's going to be a Netflix or Apple Plus or Amazon Prime movie deal behind this or a series? You don't think she's going to be able to hit the daytime TV stuff? You don't think we're going to see Cassie Ventura on The View, right? And whatever other daytime shows are out there? You don't think we're going to see Cassie on all of the major podcasts getting bread, right? Is $20 million settlement, then another $10 million from the hotel, $30 million, right? She's probably looking at $50 to $75 million for the rights to her story. You know what I mean? They're probably, negotiating that right now. And she's going to get paid to show up and do these interviews. So, bro, it's a serious payday. It's a serious payday. And yeah, you got to be coached up on this. This ain't something that just people know how to do. You got to know your way around Hollywood. You got to know it, right? There's definitely going to be a book. The book is going to come last, but it's definitely going to be a book. Probably get a couple million for that. We got Brother Mike on the building with this, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I normally don't, especially during the week. I might come home on the weekends. I used to do the Lit Saint episodes, but I really wanted to talk about this. And even though I was out, I worked 8 hours today, before that, I was up doing stuff, running around, taking care of stuff I got to take care of, just like everybody else. And I really wanted to talk about this, and I didn't want to wait. If I didn't do it tonight, I wouldn't be able to do it until Friday. And God knows what's going to happen between now and Friday. We got Old Joe in the building. What's good, fam? Please do like and all that good stuff for the algo. I appreciate you, bro. And like Mandrell is saying, man, like she's no victim. She was the one recruiting the workers, man. She was lining them up. She was coordinating the event. You know what I mean? Like Brother Michael, though, I tell you what, though, man, she fine, man. She ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? She might be wearing, I don't even know if she have a big time weave, but man, no real crazy tattoos. She doesn't have those Venus flytraps. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'd have hollered at Cassie back in the day. If I had a shot to holler at her, I'd have hollered at her. Holla. Probably would have got my car burned up too. Puffy would have blew my car up too, just like they did Kid Cudi. You notice that wasn't in the case. So let's get back to what Dose is talking about.
I ain't here to defend Diddy. He has to answer for those 2 charges he's found guilty of himself. But what I am doing is asking y'all to stop sipping every glass of wine that's poured, because a lot of it is spiked with lies, agenda, and dollar signs. Cassie played the long game, and she played it well. So while the media paints her as the wounded dove that escaped the bad boy, remember, sometimes the quiet ones got the coldest game. Sometimes the victim is just the one who flipped the script first. Stay woke, not emotional. You gotta peep the game for what it is and take off the lame colored glasses. That's why I wrote the book Straight Game No Chaser, How to Become a Player. With Straight Game No Chaser, you'll become a player who commands respect, attracts women effortlessly, and plays the game on his term. This is more than just a dating guide. It's a blueprint for becoming the strongest, most authentic version of yourself that you can be. You can either go to www.adoseagame.com to grab it or click the link below in the comments section. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. But until then, play on, player.
And yo, I am going to I'm gonna get his book. I'm gonna get his book. I was going through his website and I was trying to find it about a month ago. I don't think it was ready then or whatever. I couldn't find it. But I'm gonna get his book. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna review his book here. I'm really curious to see what he has to say in this particular book. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. He has ebooks. If you guys aren't ready to invest in his latest book, he does have ebooks out there. You just have to just sign up for his newsletter or whatever, and I think you get access to it. But I think that just based on the videos that I've seen those put out there, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think it's worth taking the chance and getting the brother's book and reading it. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm gonna get it. If you want to wait for me to read it and then review it before you make it, pull the trigger or whatever. But what Dose is doing is different from what you're gonna get from your pickup artist, from your social circle game, from your doggy game, and all that kind of stuff. What Dose is doing is different than what, I can't even think of their names right now because I'm thinking of Thor. So I'm sorry, but I'll have the names later. But you guys know who they are, like from the players and this and that. What Michael Surtain is doing is way different than what Dose is doing. Gosh, I can't think of any other name right now, bro, because my mind right now is just blown with the news that we lost Thor. So, but I'm going to get the book. I'm going to read the book, and then I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it. Shout out to you, Dose, man. I know you watching, bro. Appreciate all the encouragement, man, and the kind words that you send in my way. And I'm going to continue to support what you got going on over there, bro. Real Talk 100. So, Don DeMarco for Dose of Game.
Dom DeMarco.
I mean, Brother Michael, like, she's pretty sane, but she has no chocolate. I can't see the emoji, if you know what I mean. I have to go. Let me see what this emoji is you put in here, bro. Yeah, I know what you mean. But you know what, though? I still, yeah. I still rock that, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, again, this is, women face this. You know what, too? Now that I think about it, she's basically at the wall, approaching the wall. She's at that point where her beauty has faded to a point like Cassie is still attractive for her age, but today's Cassie can't compete with, the 20-year-old Cassie, right? So she's not getting the type of attention she was getting before. This is all part of it, man. This is all part of it. People talk about the wall. This is what it's all about, bro. And it is what it is. This is why I'm always talking about someone like a Dose of Game, man. He's just looking at the game itself, period, just looking at what's going on and commenting on it. Like, take your emotions out of it. Let's just look at it. And that's what true game really is. To me, that's what Red Pill really is. The Red Pill forces you to look at things for what it is. Just like Neo in the Matrix, when he saw the code, when he was looking in the Matrix, he saw the code. That's what true Red Pill is. That's what playerism is. Like, when you really a player with it, you see the code. You know what's going on. I can see you a mile away. Right? I see it coming. That's what game is. You want to get yourself to that point so you can hopefully maneuver the way you need to maneuver to keep yourself safe and keep your family safe, right? And to keep your legacy intact. That's what it is. You look at Cassie. I mean, she's getting the bread, and you know what? Good for her. I hope she gets every dime. I hope that 20 million goes up to 200 million. I hope she has a hit movie. I hope she moves in, becomes an executive producer, and all that good stuff. I'm happy. I'm not a player hater. I want her to go ahead and get hers because God knows she earned it. She put in the work, bro. What she was going through in them freak offs, man. She put in the work, bro. So crazy, man. They needed IVs to keep themselves going and all this kind of stuff, bro. It was the substances that they were using and things like, bro, they was hitting every hole, if you know what I mean. And she went through that, and she's not the thickest. So bro. So in my opinion, she earned it. Whatever she winds up getting out of this, she earned it. But here's the thing. in that courtroom and what's out there now for the public to consume, and what she did, she might as well have been an OF woman. She might have been an adult film star, because it's all out there. They had video. The jury was watching video of actual freak offs. How long before those things hit the market? That's going to come out. That video is going to hit. So people going to be seeing her get, you know what I'm saying, her back blown out at Olympic levels. So she has to live with that. Her kids got to live with that. So does the money help? I'm sure it certainly doesn't hurt, but, her reputation is sullied forever. And her husband, dude, is like, yeah, well, dude, that's your wife. And here's the ultimate play, and then I'll begin to wrap this up. I think the ultimate play might come from her husband, because they got married, man. I'm betting there's no prenup. When they got married, they were picking up the pieces. She was putting her life back together, and she's with this dude, and he's probably hitting her with, I don't care, baby. You don't have to have your superpowers. I love you for who you are. Bet. They get married. Bet. She's getting there. She's happy, but she wants this money. She's trying to get back to that lifestyle, like Dose was saying. She's back in the game. 20 million, 30 million. She's back in the game. They're negotiating all this other stuff. She's back in the game. Right? She's going to be off making these deals and taking care of business while he's back at home taking care of the kids. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? He's taking care of the kids. He's at the house, right? All that money is starting to commingle. There's no prenup. So dude can file for divorce and just be like, yeah, emotional distress. I saw the videos. I was in court. It blew my mind. I had no idea she was like this. She needs help. She refuses to go get counseling. We're dealing with PTSD, and she doesn't, the kids are having a bad time. We need a divorce, Your Honor. And I need the house, and I need half. So let's say that Cassie does run it up to $80 million. He's going to walk away with $40 million of that, plus the house, right? Plus half of her Birkin collection, half of her Kelly collection, half of the Chanel stuff. And people, if you want to know, like, Hermes make Birkin and Kelly bags. Birkin is the top dog, but Kelly's are just as hot. You know what I'm saying? He's going to wind up with half her Chanel stuff. He's going to wind up with half her Van Cleef stuff. He's going to wind up with half of her, Louboutins. It goes on and on and on and on and on. This dude might be the pimp of the year if he does it that way. Now, here's the thing. Most guys just fall in love, and she is still pretty. So he might truly be in love with her, and she might have hit him with a prenup before she got the $20 million settlement. Like, can you just sign this? And he probably, okay, I'll sign it. But if there's no prenup, he's taking care of the kids, holding down the house while she's out making these deals and doing what she got to do. Man, he can divorce her and take half her bread. That will be the ultimate pimp daddy Mac Mall screw them all move. If he do that, if that happens, ooh, boy. And here's the thing. I won't be mad at him, because game peep game. Go ahead and do you, player. I'll be out there. I'll be the first one like, yo, Dose, you got any play on player t-shirts? Let me buy some of those and send them to dude. Play on player. You know what I mean? Those of you watching, man, there go your merch right there, man. Shoot, get some play on player t-shirts, bro. I'll buy some. I promise you I'll buy some. So we'll see. We'll see, man. And Brother Michael was saying Cassie is 38, past her prime, high-risk pregnancy, and already lost half her eggs. And she's cool, man, but she's, multimillionaire, bro. When this is all said and done, she's going to be sitting on double-digit. She's already sitting on double-digit millions, and it's only going to go up. So, but you got a good point, bro. But, her husband, there's no prenup. If there's no prenup, man, her husband could walk away with half. And if I were him, I ain't going to say that. I'm not built like that. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to take the money, because to me, it's not even about the money. But, who knows what he's on? Who knows? But he could, if she start freaking out and flipping out and, trying to be boss baby and get all big with the money, he could be like, well, let's get divorced, and I'm taking half. And you know what I'm saying? And you paying, and she'll have to pay for both attorneys. Well, she can get rocks. You know what I mean? Brother Mike was like, I was looking at her picture. She is pretty. If only she wasn't a 304. Hey, man, it is what it is. The thing is, we know she's a 304. And that's one of the things I tell folks too, man. Like, don't get too caught up on the 304 thing. It'll come out. When you vetting a woman, man, within that 2-year process, it'll come out. If you know what to look for, you know what's going on, you will see it. It's coming out. Listen to people like Dose of Game. You know what I mean? You can listen to platforms like Fresh and Fit. Like when Myron and Fresh talk about these girls, man, they giving you the real. If you got a woman who, whenever you go to a high-end restaurant or whatever you go to the whatever the nice lounge is or whatever, and she know everybody, everywhere y'all go, she knows somebody, bro, those are indicators. Like, man, she out here. She out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going on a boat somewhere. She know the captain of the boat. How you know the captain of the boat? Y'all going to a penthouse party. She know the doorman. How you know the doorman? Right? Don't say nothing to her, but that's what you be thinking. Take her to church. She don't know no damn body. Like, go to church. She don't know the reverend. She don't know the deacons. She don't know nobody. Right? Take her somewhere normal. She don't know nobody, but you go into all the hot spots and she knows everybody. And more importantly, everybody knows her. Those are some of your indicators. That's how it works. Right? And Myron the Freshman talking about that forever. Right? You know, Michael Sartain talks about that. Like, you dealing with women and they know, like, you know, you talking about folks like, oh, I know Michael. I was in one of his pageants. Oh, okay. Oh, I know Fresh. I met him a couple times on a couple, we was on the yacht. A couple of times? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that. Oh, I know so-and-so. I know so-and-so. You know, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Like I talk about all the time, my favorite restaurant. Y'all know my favorite restaurant on the planet, Mr. Child's. And lately I've been going to the one in Miami. It used to be the one in LA because I was in LA all the time, the one in Beverly Hills. Now it's the one in Miami. If I go into Mr. Child's in Miami, if I go to for dinner and you're with me, people are going to say hello to me. Talking about like the waiters, the maitre d', you know what I mean? Like the hostess, you know, like whoever's running the floor that night, you know, the bartenders, they're going to say hi to me because they see me. They know me. Hey, what's going on? I don't want to remember my names, but they know me, especially if I'm with my cousin because the two of us are in there all the time. Right? And she's beautiful. So they're looking at her already because she's beautiful. And oh, no, we know them. We're in there all the time. So, like, it is what it is. And that's just how that works, bro. It is what it is. When you frequent places, people remember you. And if you're with a woman, everywhere y'all go, people know her. It is what it is, man. Just like Ludacris had that song, man. No matter where I go, I see the same hoes. Like every video, you know what I mean? No matter where I go, I see the same hoes. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. So I just wanted to keep this one short. We're just under an hour. You guys know I don't normally during a week like this, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not normally up this late, but I really wanted to cover this. You know, and you guys, you know, watching on Team Replay, y'all let me know in the comments below, man. Is she a predator? Is she prey? Or is it like Brother Glenn said, she's somewhere in between? You know what I mean? Y'all let me know. And like I said, I ain't mad at you. Cassie, if you watching this, you go, girl. Play on, player. Because she got the bread. She got the bread, just like Travis Hunter's wife. Play on, player. Right? Y'all know my favorite motto over here. Don't hate the players, man. Hate the game. Simple as that. So that's it. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me at this crazy hour with no notice. I just jumped up and threw the video up. So, man, I appreciate y'all. Glenn, I'm about to hit you up, man. I'm definitely going to call you as soon as I wrap this up, man. And as for the rest of you guys, bro, y'all know how to hit me. That's my Instagram scrolling below. If you ever need to talk to me about anything, man, just reach out, bro. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been supporting me forever. You got any questions, whatever, hit me up, man. I don't care what it's about. You know, if you lose someone, you need somebody to talk to. Or if you're just not feeling right, bro, you feeling down, you need somebody to talk to, bro, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? I'm going to hit you, man. I might not hit you back right away. I might be tied up, but I will get back to you. I promise you. You hit me during the day, first chance I get, I'll sit down and I'll shoot you a message back, man, for real. And we can talk on Instagram. If you need to talk, man, if you just need someone to talk to, bro, I'm here for you. That's what we do here. This is what it's all about. I done told y'all, man, if you find yourself, you done fell down a hole and you can't get out, you screaming for help and no one's going to help you. When I hear you screaming, you in that hole, guess what? I'm going to jump in that hole with you, bro. You might get mad at me. Why'd you jump down here, man? Now we both stuck in this hole. Like, nah, don't worry, bro. I've been in this hole before, man. I know the way out. All right? So thanks for rocking with me, man. I'm DL Saint. This is the I Really Want to Know podcast, bro. I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all. I'll be back later, man. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.